Hello, welcome to That's What She Said. Today we're going to be doing a week ahead, pick a crystal, pick a stone, pick one of these little lovelies. And I'm going to do the week ahead for whatever is resonating for one of these, not for one, for all of them. And before we get started, because I'm just going to go through them, please like and subscribe. If you would like a reading, please see below or on my page for a menu of services. And let's go through the cards I'm going to be using. So we're going to be using the Darkwood Tarot by Sasha Graham, an artwork by Abigail Larson. We'll be using the Threadbound Oracle. This is by, I'm trying to remember, they changed their name. Numinous Spirit, but it's McLeod. I'll get back to you on that. The information will be below. I want to put down their current name. They changed their name recently. Then we also have Akashic Realm Messengers Oracle deck by Patricia Missikin. The Secret Language of Light by Denise Gervais. And the other tarot deck, the Lost Forest Tarot, second edition, by the way. I don't think I said that last time. So this is, second edition by Chelsea Santa Maria. Okay. So give me a moment. I set these all down over here. And like I thought, it was very precarious. And they started falling. So I have 4 crystals. I have a carnelian, this nice little carnelian here. So if you like this one, again, all timestamps will be below. You can go right to the one. I have a reading for carnelian, so if you resonate with that, please go to that timestamp. I have this little tumbled amethyst. Tumbled, I just like the color of this amethyst and the little variegations in it. So if you resonate with this amethyst, go to that timestamp. And then the one not tumbled is this citrine. I tend to say a lot, but beside that, I do love the raw crystals that look like this. Why? They're teeth to me. So each one I get is like another, I should do that, just tooth raw crystals. It's a tooth out of the earth and it's going to bite at you. Okay, sorry, I will try to get serious, but if you resonate with the toothy citrine, go down to that timestamp. And here's a little tiny tumbled Celestite. I want to say Celestine. Celestite. And it just has this wonderful watery color. And which is why I got it. Because I don't know if I can get it so the camera can see it. It's got this internal crack that's like 4 quadrants. So in itself, it's watery, but it also can represent all 4 of the elements. But so if you resonate with the Celestite, then go down that timestamp. I'm going to go in order, but we'll be starting with the carnelian. So if you resonate with the carnelian, we will do that one first. Hello, carnelian folks. And if you joined, I'm going to stick this over here. You liked or resonated with this little carnelian. Carnelians are known for grounding and anchoring to the present moment, stabilizing your high energy. It has the ability to cleanse other stones that it's around. It's a great protector, a help to, sometimes I say protect from yourself, because it helps even out your energy so that, you can float a much more even keel. And it's a representative used often to represent the first chakra. So if this is the one that you wanted, you're at the right place. Now I'm going to pick 3 oracle cards for the week. Sorry, I've got this pile of decks over here. Okay, we need Caution Messenger for the Carnelian. Oh, okay. I guess this is for you. Who am I to argue with the cards? It's quite beautiful. Velk, 44, and I will have to read because I am just got this and I am not familiar with the entire deck yet. But ooh, Velk is the guide of soul evolution. Velk guides your soul as it goes through various balancing points on the path to true expansion. So the basic message of Velk is recognize that every person and situation in your life has brought you to your soul's expansion. And releasing resistance and accepting of everything will help you further your path. So one of the messages for you this week is Velk. And then we've got, yes, I've gotten some new decks of cards and the best way to get used to using the new cards is to, well, use them. So this is the Threadbound Oracle. Loosely kind of like a tarot deck, but not. Very interesting. It's more an oracle deck based on a novel, which I think is so cool. So we need a oracle message for the Carnelians. For the Carnelians? That's your name now. For this week, you shall henceforth be known as the Carnelians. Okay, let's see what we've got. Ooh, the Seer. Intuition, divination, and foresight. Which, oh, look at that. She's got her wink in her eye. So that with Velk, recognizing everything you've done has brought you to this point. The Seer, that you have the ability to see and know what you need to see. I like the fact that instead of a crystal ball, it's dark, meaning it's a void that you fill with what your thoughts of what it should be. And our last oracle, which would be the Secret Language of Light. This is much harder for me to move around with because they're such huge cards. But let's give it a shuffle, shall we? We need some advice for the Carnelian people from the Oracle on the Secret Language of Light. Okay. Oh, look at that. And that really flows through from what you are, the universe. It's beautiful. So, you've got everything you've done, and everybody you've met has brought you to this point. You have it within you to see what the future is, and you are the universe. It's very good for this week, I believe. Now I'm going to pull 4 cards. They have, personal, home, partnerships, and money. Oh, that was just messy. I'm still working on this type of shuffle. I'm going to get it. I promise. One of these years. So we need some information for the Carnelian folks for the coming week. For the coming week. Okay, well, we're going to have that in the number 1 spot. And I guess we're done shuffling, so let's cut the deck. And I'm just going to leave these turned down because I want to go through them, but it seems that's a very beautiful card. And these will be the challenges or undercurrents for the same category: personal, home, partners, and money. So we need the challenges that Carnelians will face this coming week. Things they need to know to prepare them so they can face the challenges. What are the challenges? Carnelians, well, you know, you were going to jump out and I stopped you. So I'm going to cut the deck there. Okay, on the personal well-being, we have the Emperor. Ooh, and the challenges are the Tower. So, remember, everything you've done to this point has brought you here. You are your own seer, and you are the universe. So to be the Empress, to be the one that brings forth, gestates ideas, things, makes things and brings them into reality, that's your goal this week, what you need to focus on. And you have the power of the Empress, which is a major arcana, which means that it keeps going. It's not just going to be this week. It's going to be a theme I see going forward. Your main challenges is Tower, which is what I'm feeling is ego here. That your challenge is to get beyond your ego and to, you know what, I'm going to move this guy here so you can see him. Boop. Ego. Your ego's going to get in the way. For your creativity, you need to pull yourself out of the way. And if you don't, the universe might, I don't want to say graphically, I don't want to say violently, because I don't feel it's violently, though that looks violent, point out the parts that are getting in the way, because that's about you and not about the creation. And when you create, whether it be a thing or people, if you're raising a child, is to get out of the way, to let that being be who they're supposed to be and get yourself out of the way of that. So your challenge personally will be to find what you're supposed to bring into the world and to channel that idea, that passion, with leave yourself out of it, which is hard. I completely agree. I hate that part, leaving myself out of it. It sneaks in all the time. Okay, now for home and family. Let's see, we got, Page of Fire. Looks like a skeleton of a dragon. And Magician. Ooh, nice. So here, for home and family, again, you're trying to bring things forth, which, page energy, that's that wanting, this passion of wanting to do new things and bring them around. The challenge here is, the Magician, they're a solo, right? They don't want to be by themselves, which, if you live alone, not really a challenge. It actually helps you do what you want to do. If you're in a family situation where you don't live alone, your challenge is going to be, you're going to want to spend more time by yourself instead with your family in order to bring this passion to life, especially if anybody in your family not on board, if you will, or they see the passion but aren't really seeing it as you see what it needs to be. So maybe you will need to isolate yourself. So it may be a challenge, either spending too much time or getting the time alone so that you could nurture your new passions to bring in this new idea in this coming week. So now partners and romance, Temperance, and Three of Cups, not bad indeed, really, for your romance partnership side, because your Temperance, it's balance, which, here, this card is a perfect partnership balance. They each have different things that they bring to the table. but they each respect the other, and without fear. Because a partnership, you can't fear. If you fear your partner, it's not a partnership. Plain and simple. That's all it is. I don't care what type of partnership it is, whether it's a friendship, a love interest, a business partner. If there's fear on your part towards your partner, it's not a partner, and it's a power over, power under situation. The challenge will be is Three of Cups. You may want to be out with friends this week more than with your partner. If they're not on board, there may be issues. Seems like they may want to spend some one-on-one time, and you kind of want to get out there, and you're kind of been housebound, and you just want to get out there. It's not a judgment on them. It's just you need more input from multiple other people. I feel that if you just let your partner know, they won't have a problem. Maybe they will. I don't know. Everybody's different. This is general to the Carnelian people, but your different partnerships differ. I hate when I can't find another word. Now, for the money side. Oh, that is so good. Queen of Earth. Abundance coming in. Abundance coming to you. That you've put in the groundwork. You've nurtured your surroundings, and now it's coming in to you. You have done what needs to be done, and you no longer have to work this week. Well, I don't say have to work, but the things you've worked for are coming into you. The challenges maybe you may have to start moving on to the next project. You have to move to the next thing you need to do. You probably don't want to go yet. You kind of maybe burnt out. Want to wait a bit before getting on to the next fire, if you will, and just enjoy. So the challenge will be trying to time that you don't impact the next project by waiting. So yeah, all this seems to, I see it all tying in. That this week, whether if you're single, then yes, it is all about you. But even if you're in partnership, or not even just partnership, but family with kids and a partner and dogs and cats and birds, you need to think about you this week. If you're resonating with Carnelian, or if you're Carnelian folk, this week you need to focus on you and what you need to bring in. Figure out how you can appease those things that want to impinge or want something different. But you need to be clear as to what you want, and don't stomp on other people, but make sure you're heard, and make sure your path is open for you to bring out. You have something to bring into the world, whether it be just yourself or some project, because this all could be just you bringing your real self, your higher self into the world, and it still applies whether this is internal or external. I mean, it applies more if it's internal. Carnelian, be you. The universe is with you, because you are the universe. Okay, that's what I see for the Carnelians. Thank you. If you resonate with one of those other crystals, I'll see you on those, and if not, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, Amethyst people. Amethytes. Is amethytes a word? It is now. Today, and today only, we're Amethytes. And this weekly reading is for those who resonated with Amethyst. And Amethyst is a high vibration. It's a powerful protective stone. It guards against psychic attacks. Strong healing and cleansing. Carnelian was a strong cleanser too. This enhances spiritual awareness. It's a mind calming or stimulating. That's a lot like lavender. Lavender does the same thing. Calms and stimulates. It's so weird. And also helps dispel more negative emotions, rage, fear, anxiety. Again, a lot like Carnelian, which was the other one. You know what? I just went with the stones that I thought thought would go well. I didn't think about their properties. I'm actually purposely didn't want to look them up until after I selected the stones. So I think that's kind of cool, considering it's election week here in the United States. Don't know where you're watching from. So this reading for this week is for those who resonate with a carnelian, and I'm going to set that over there. Okay, first we're going to get a Akashic guide, if you will. What is the Akashic guide for those who resonate with Amethyst for this week, this first week of November? Oh. Okay, I'll give you 2. It's the card's choice, after all. And we've got Verbeck and Arton. They are guides, Akashic guides this week. I'm going to pull all the cards, and then I'm going to go back. Well, not all the cards. I'm going to pull all the oracle cards. I will need to read up because the Akashic Realm is a new deck, and I'm not familiar with who they all are. Please don't test me. Okay, focus. We need an oracle for those who are channeling Amethyst for this week. What do the Amethytes need? No. Need to channel themselves for this week. Ooh, 3 of Inkwell. Abundance, joy, and resourcefulness. Love that picture. Okay, now... Well, fine. Who am I? Ooh, soul love. Okay, so let me check on these guys on... and I do apologize, but I don't have a computer mind. So Verbeck, the teacher of the path of knowledge, and Arton. Let's see how they... Teacher of surrender. So they're both teachers. Wow. So teacher of the path of knowledge and the teacher of surrender. So Verbeck holds the keys to higher knowledge of the Akashic records. And he's always delighted by those who seek knowledge. And Arton teaches the importance of surrender. Surrender transforms every experience into another step along the journey of enlightenment. So actually those are very good guides about knowledge. And we've got the 3 of Inkwell. So the oracles are abundance, joy, and resourcefulness. Should be part of this week's read. And soul love, which can be 2 different things, or it depends on how it applies. But you have soul love, which will be of yourself, but it's also soul love of loving from a higher level, and a love of all things coming from the level of soul and not of the physicality of love. Okay, now let's get some tarot here to see how the oracles will be working with what you have. I'll be pulling a central theme card on 4 different categories, if you will. We've got the personal, and we have home or family, or home and family, partnerships or romance, and money. So let's get some tarot. What do the Amethytes need to know for the coming week? No. What do the Amethytes need for the coming week? 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and challenges. And these are challenges. Sometimes they're not challenges. All depends on how they fit with the flow. But they are the undercurrents. That's why I like to call them undercurrents rather than challenges, because sometimes the undercurrents go in a direction you want to go anyway. And therefore, it's not a problem. So, what are the amethytes? What are the amethyte undercurrents that they're going to have to deal with? With what themes they're going to go through this coming week? Okay, I'm going to split there. Be that way. Okie dokie. Personal. What do we got? Oh, the Ascended, which is a bonus card in this deck, and I'll have to look that one up. And the Magician is the undercurrent. So give me a moment. I'm just going to look to a side here because that's not a normal tarot card. It's a bonus card in the Lost Forest deck. All paths come to an end. May those you have lost rejoin you in the lost forest of your own. Peace, acceptance, transcendence. Okay, that's not bad. So on the personal, peace, acceptance, transcendence. So on a personal level, depending on what you're dealing with, you need to accept it, is what and acceptance will come peace, which, remember, we've got the teacher of surrender, knowledge. That makes sense. If you're, it's time for you to move up to your higher self. And the Ascended one is indicating that. Your challenges will be the Magician, which, though usually indicates that you have everything you need, is also the first step on the tarot journey, and very much in the corporeal realm and not ascended to, it's all about making things here in the physical world and not about raising to a higher level. So on the personal side, you may, because it's easier to go with what you know, right? Just to keep doing what you know. It's easy because you know it. You're a master of it. But this week you need to start breaking out of that and accepting that in order to move forward, to move higher, you need to move on to the new path that life may be offering you. Home and family. Let's see how that plays with that. Oh, the Hermit reversed. Wait, I need to turn this. I'm trying to see. That Hermit's a gorilla. So we've got the Hermit reversed, and the World as the undercurrent. So the Hermit reversed, that's interesting. So, because so home, family life, the Hermit reverse, what I'm feeling is the fact that it's, hermits, usually you see they're solitary, they're out in the world, they're not lonely, they're just out in the world looking for things and don't necessarily need companionship. Reversed, you get the opposite. They're still alone in the world, but they don't want to be there, isolated. And to, in this day and age with COVID and everything, they may be isolated because they may think they're infected, or their family members may be, and they have to stay away from them. There's so many reasons why on the home and family that you could be feeling lonely or isolated. Now the undercurrent, the World, which tends to be, hey, you've got the world's at your fingertips. They could have, depending, remember this is general for all amethystites, it could be salt in the wounds, that the whole world's out there and you're isolated and you can't enjoy it, so it's not fun. I'm feeling this very much a challenge for many reasons. The World card is also an ending card. You've come to the end of the Fool's journey, and the next step is the Fool card. You have to start over again. So there could be, with this isolation, it could be the ending of something as well. And it's an ending that you cannot get close to, maybe make your own closure. So on the family and home fronts, this could be a rocky week. You may be at the point that you've got everything, and yet you can't get to it. It's why maybe you have to focus on ascending to a higher level, and because on the family life, it's just out of your control. Okay, partnerships and romance. Knight of Fire. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And the Wheel of Fortune. But this is always a good one when it comes up for partnerships, right? Because he's all about passion. I say he because at night, but also I don't know. This lizard just looks like a he to me, and I don't mean to offend. It's just my impression. So on your romance side, there's passion there. There's fire. Undercurrents is the Wheel of Fortune, which means seeing this, how you're feeling isolated, your ability to actually be with the one you love may be up to luck. And you may be able to hook up, see each other, or it may just be phone calls and chats and just maybe Zoom interactions, which when it comes to fire, that's not always, I would say the most satisfactory. And remember, we've got this 3 of Inkwell. It's all about resourcefulness, but I also get this kind of, joy and kind of partying, kind of having fun. You want to do that, but you're being thwarted. But your oracles are saying, but you've got this abundance. Focus on what you have, even if you can't physically touch it. And also soul love. So you got this passion, and maybe you can't be near them, but you can be very close on the soul level. Money. King of Skies. And the 9 of Pentacles. Oh. Okay, whatever else is going on, your money. This is awesome. Guys, look at that. You got your King of Skies, your King of Thought. They're devoid of nasty emotions. They see the idea and they go after it and they get it, and they don't let anything get in the way. And the undercurrents is 9 of Pentacles. It's just coming in, enjoying what you've got, because, well, if you're isolated but you've got this, well, you've got to enjoy it somehow, and don't actually miss out on enjoying what you've accomplished. Just because you can't necessarily be with the ones you love doesn't mean you can't celebrate with them. Remember, you Zoom. You may not be there, but you still can celebrate with them. So this is sort of a bittersweet reading for the Amethystites. And things, as always, when I see this, things may look bad, but it's up to you and how you want to internalize it. So you can be happy or sad. What's going to happen is going to happen. And that's not going to change. How you react to it and how you internalize it and how you learn from it, that's up to you. There you go. So that's what I see. Have a wonderful week, those who resonate with Amethyst, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, those who resonated with Citrine, with my little tooth of Citrine. Isn't it beautiful? I love this. I love it so much. In any case, Citrine, it's a warming and energizing stone. It never requires cleansing, which is quite nice. It absorbs and dissipates negative energy. Again, I'm sensing a pattern. I said before, I picked these before really reading up on them, and basically I'm seeing these things that transmute negativity and overcoming fears and cleansing the chakras, and helps with intuition, but also each one of them is for a different chakra. So yay me. I know it's not about me, this is about you, but I like when I unintentionally or intentionally channel the right information. So this weekly reading is for those who were channeling this beautiful citrine stone. I'm going to set it over here, and we'll start first with an Akashic guide for the week. We need a guide for those who resonate with Citrine. Probably would be a good person's name too, isn't it? Kind of cool. So those who resonate with, come on, these cards feel so good. Sorry. We need a Akashic guide for the Citrinites. Citrinites! No, that sounds more like citrus, doesn't it? You're a bunch of, which it is orange, but Citrinites. Citrine resonates with the tooth. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Ziam. Ziam. And again, this is a new deck. I do have to read up on the cards because I can't memorize 40 plus different, especially, they're different. Okay, so Zion brings love in the form of a golden light to illuminate the path and show the way to the end of the tunnel. He connects you with strength and faith to continue moving forward in life. He infuses you with the power to believe in new moments He infuses you with the power to believe new moments are ahead. Well, there we go. I like the eyes staring at you. He has a power to warm your heart that has grown hard and cold as you experience difficulties through life. So, your Akashic guide is here to help you see and warm up with the current realities of where you are. So let's get another oracle for how things will be for the week for those resonating with Citrine. Those resonating with Citrine. No, I know. I can't sing. Don't have to say anything. I already know that. 3 of thread. Knot. Promises, bounds, and remembrance. Which kind of goes with... I'm going to look at Siam one more time. Sorry. Love in the form of golden light connects you with strength and the faith to continue forward. So, with this being remembrance and bonds, you kind of get the feel of someone no longer in your life, but helps you move forward, remembering the love and the things that were good about it with something that you may be dealing with or still connected to somehow. And let's get one last oracle from the Secret Language of Light. I love the images on these cards. And I just realized that I don't know if I've got these. I'm trying to angle them so it doesn't just glare into the camera. That one? Okay. Ooh. Transformation. Ooh. Sorry. It's a very gorgeous card. Transformation. And I'm going to look up this one because I think I know what it means, but I've never pulled this card before. But look at that. You are experiencing an ending. You are feeling a loss, a hole, or void in your life. This empty feeling is a space for something new and better. Right? Moving forward, remembrance. Oh, I love when the cards just kind of move together. That is just... So, those of you who have Citrine, and again, it may not be a person, it could be a thing, a job, maybe your favorite piece of clothing that you loved and it is now worn out beyond repair or bringing back, and you must let it go because it's falling to pieces. Yes, that is said from somebody who has felt that way and has felt heartbroken when they had to let it go because they could no longer use it, wear it, or keep it. Whatever it may be, This week is about remembering what joy they brought, respecting that, but letting go and moving forward to make the space for the new that's going to come in. Okay, so let's pull some tarot cards from, this is the Lost Forest deck. One of the new ones. I've been waiting for it to come in, and it just did. Well, not just, but when it came in, I knew I wanted to use this for November. I don't know why. I just like the idea of forest. November going into the dark part of the year. But we need some advice for those who resonate with Citrine. I'll be picking 4 cards. Oh, okay. You're number 1. You are number 1. And you are 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and we're going to use the Dark Woods deck for the undercurrents. What will be the undercurrents, challenges, or just things moving under the surface for those who resonate with Citrine for this week? What can Citrinites? I'm still not liking it. Look forward to this week. If you like the term Citrinites, let me know. I will continue to call them Citrinites. Someone has to tell me. Okay, we will start with personal. Ooh, 5 of Earth and the Fool. Okay, and so 5 of Earth is feeling left out in the cold, feeling left behind, feeling unseen, which, remember, we're talking about, I'm getting, we had loss and transformation, but the undercurrent also, the Fool, which is, you have everything you need. You may have been left behind, but you aren't less. You are not less because you're alone or left behind. You still are you. You still everything you need. And you need to realize that. You can be sad because, yes, you should if it's something you miss. But don't forget that you are still you and you didn't lose anything of you actually. You still are complete. You still are everything you need to be. Now, the home and family. 4 of Skies and 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles again. Oh my. So the 4 of Skies, that's a time to rest and recuperate, think about what has happened. And again, the undercurrent. So the 5 of Pentacles is the same as the 5 of Earth. Double down on feeling left behind or an outcast or at a loss and alone in the cold, which may come even farther up to the surface if you're quiet and just let those come up. Still plays with what I see here from the oracles, which will be there. If you're feeling sad and lonely, your oracles are there. Call for them. Let the universe know you need help and it will be sent. But, and I say that but not as a bad thing, I am seeing you do need some alone and downtime to process. Okay, partnerships. What do we got? The 5s are going to town here. You got the 5 of Fire, 5 of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. Things do not look good on the partnership romance front for the Citrines, which would make sense if you are feeling sad. You probably don't want anybody getting in your face. I see contention. Things can blow. You may try to keep it in to keep things civil, but if they keep poking at you, you're going to blow your stack. Partly because the undercurrent, you're heartbroken. And it may not be because of romance, because I don't know what is missing in your life, but it is taking a part of your heart with it. It's something you need to recover from. And while you are nursing your broken heart, you don't need somebody else wanting something from you, which is what I see here. And on the money front, 4 of Oceans and the 8 of Wands. Okay, so the 4 of Oceans is about keeping what you have because you don't want to lose any more. I'm sensing loss here, but this is all like emotional loss, which may make you want to just hold on to your physical surroundings, the things that make you feel comfortable, because you just don't want to lose anymore. You're just trying to find a sense of semblance. 8 of Wands is about a swiftness and a movement, which when you're going through grief, 2 things. Sometimes you are mad for those who get through it fast. And 2, sometimes you get mad at yourself for not grieving longer, that it's going too fast, that you're not remembering long enough. And the thing is, the remembrance goes on for the rest of your life. The grief doesn't, because it's that tearing that is the pain. But once you get through that grief, you can then just remember the joy. Remember the joy and the happiness, and get away from the lower vibrations. There we go. Which makes sense with this Citrine. Oh my God, because it dissipates negative energy, and it helps with the crown and intuition, and transmutes just grief and all sorts of things. Oh my, oh my, oh my. All I can say, if this really resonates with you, have a good week. Be kind to yourself. You deserve that kindness. And if it doesn't resonate, then be so happy that you are not one of those who are going through this level of grief. Because you are doing great in that respect. And if you resonated with the Citrine, it may be just to show you how much you have. So again, my heart goes out with you for those who are experiencing this grief. Have as best a week as you can, and I'll see you next week. Hello, those who resonated with Celestite, this beautiful little cracked Celestite. I've had it a while. I still love it. It looks like it was a thumb. I don't know why I always think of it as like a part of a thumb. So a Celestite is it takes one into infinite peace, spiritual angelic realms. It jumpstarts spiritual development, heals aura, reveals truth, an excellent healing stone, and helps dissolving pain, and it helps with the throat chakra. Obviously, it's not helping my throat chakra because I can't seem to get these words out. In any case, if you're here now, you resonated with this little piece of Celestite, and this week ahead reading is for you. I'll put this right over here. Okay, first, we're going to select a guide from the Akashic Records for those who resonate with Celestite for the coming week. Need an Akashic Realm guide. This one? Ooh. Okay. Mentally, I really thought that said luscious. It's Lucius, but I thought it said luscious. It's also a really prettily decorated card. So Lucius, or luscious as I want to say. I'm, again, going to have to read the book because, it's number 42. It's the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Those who know the whole number 42 thing. So, again, it's a new deck. I don't have this all. So Lucius, Guide of Freedom from Cycles of Pain. Oh, well, Lucius is a powerful guide assigned to humans who are trapped in a self-perpetuating cycle of pain. He assists you to recognize the pattern and assert the power to forgive and free yourself from the cycle. So that's with the Celestite, with it's a healer. Let's see how that goes with the rest of our oracles, but that's a good oracle. So here's the Threadbound Oracle. Pulled this to get a feel for the type of week it's going to be. What can the Threadbound Oracle tell those who resonate with Celestite about the coming week? Okay. And survey says 7 of Paper. Cover, protection, beauty, and wholeness. 7 of Paper. So I'm going to, it's another new deck. And the cover, oh, it's about the ego. It's the shell that we put out for others to see. But we protection, beauty, and wholeness. It's the part of us that we project out. But we have to make sure that what we're projecting out is us, not a version of what we want to be, but who we really are. So again, freeing from cycles of pain. If you're in pain, let people know. Don't hide it. It's okay. Be your book. Be who you are. Okay, our last oracle is from the Secret Language of Light, because these cards are just pretty. Okay, this one. Soul Name, which goes with kind of being who you are. I mean, you can the cover you put out there needs to actually be a projection of who you are on the inside. Be your authentic you. Okay, now let's pull some tarot for the people who resonate with Celestite. I'm going to say that correctly. Celestite. We need some guidance for those who resonate with Celestite. Guidance for next week. Oh, no, that's just a messy shuffle. They can't all... I'm only picking 4 cards, and that was many. Okay. No. You tried that again, didn't you? One at a time. This deck is getting feisty. Maybe 1 card? Okay. We'll split the deck. And 2, and 3, and 4. And then I'm using this deck for undercurrents. Things that those who are resonating with Celestite may need to know. These may be obstacles, challenges, or they just may be the undercurrents that may be making your central theme even heighten it, help it, even move it even faster. All depends on your point of view, right? Time goes faster or slower depending on whether you want to go or not. Okay. Oh. One, two, three, 4. Okay. On the personal front, we have 5 of Fire and 5 of Cups. Ooh, 5s. Okay, so seems in your personal life things are not calm right now. You've got arguments and loss, and you know, it could be that you're arguing because of what is already gone, not noticing what's still there. I'm not going to make any judgments, but it seems that currently in your personal life, and this could be with yourself, it's contentious. So remember, cycles of pain. Are you Are you perpetuating you being mean to yourself and not realizing you still have a lot to offer? Again, this is general. I don't know, but because this is on the personal and developmental well-being, it's not about you and somebody else, but this could make you prickly towards others if you're already just on the brink of exploding on a day-to-day basis. So now about family and home. We've got the Fool and Three of Cups. Well, the home seems actually quite nice. Actually, I love that card. There's the Fool going off into the forest. And the undercurrent is people want to party and have fun, but maybe that's why you're going off, because remember, you're feeling on edge, you're feeling contentious, you may not want to. Remember, you've got the 3 cups over here that are spilt. Maybe it could be these people who are partying that drank the 3 cups and you're mad at them and you're guarding your 2 cups, and so you're just going to take your 2 cups away. I don't know why I just thought that that's what that said, but that could be why you're angry, is because you didn't get to drink all of your 5 cups because people came over and drank it, didn't even ask. And you're going to go off and poo on them. Which is great if you live alone, but if it's at home and family, I hope it's not the kids that you're leaving home alone, because you just can't. You've had it. Now, if you've had it and you need to go take a walk, just come back. Again, general, but I'm feeling this is explaining why personally you're feeling loss, and it's because somebody else is using the things that you think are yours and your resources. So on the partnership side, though, we've got 4 of Skies and the Empress, which is good because this makes me think more of kids now, even more, because on the partnership side, though, you want, I don't say take a break, maybe take a break, but it's about resting, reevaluating. But on the same front, the undercurrent is the Empress, which I hate to say it, but if you're pregnant, that could explain this being pulled upon and the Fool journey. You've never been pregnant before, but this is also not just about being pregnant with a person. It could be pregnant with an idea that you want to bring forth, and you need to be quiet and relax and chill because all your resources are being used up for other things that you don't have control over, and you're just trying to hold yourself together. Actually, I've never said that before because I hate actually people jumping to pregnancy, but that actually, all this explains someone being pregnant. And on the money front, we've got 5 of Earth and Strength. So 5 of Earth is not good in your money area. It's being left out in the cold, not being brought in. But the undercurrent is Strength, and you can handle this, and that's a major arcana. You've got 2 major arcanas, which is, you've got the Snake, the Kundalini. You can withstand this no problem, and if you're not pregnant, everything I said still applies if you've got this idea. If you're an artist, if you've got a song or a story or a painting that you've been trying to bring out, this still applies because you need focus and alone time to bring it out, and you've got people who want to spend time with you, but they keep on using your resources, and you want to be alone. And the undercurrents are that you need to bring whatever this is out. You feel that your resources to be able to bring it out are running low. But you can do this, and you're fighting people wanting to be with you, which is a good thing. That is not bad. But find a nice way, remember you're contentious and may not say it the nicest way, to explain to them that you need to be alone. You need to be alone in order to bring forth this idea. Your oracles are there with you. You've got Lucius with your cycles of pain, which is why I kind of thought pregnancy, but it's not necessarily because you've got the 7 of paper cover. This is about artistry, bringing something forward, protection, remember? And soul name. That could be about you or the name of the thing you're trying to bring forth out into the world. This is all about creation, and so for those who are channeling Celestite, you're bringing something in the world. It's not going to be the easiest of time. Give yourself the okay to be by yourself, and to think about what you need to do in order to birth this project, whether it be a human project or a music project, a painting, whatever it is. You've got stuff to bring to the world, and we need to see it. I look forward to seeing whatever it is. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And enjoy the best you can the coming week. And I'll see you next week. Bye.